The intense audition process has come to an end. But the big question remains. Did we find the girls who have what it takes to join the group? After countless hours of practice, fierce competition, and some unforgettable performances, we've seen potential stars emerge. But only those who truly stand out will make it to the next level. Stay tuned, because the journey to build the iconic group is only just beginning.
Hi, I'm Thea. I was brought on as the dancer and rapper.
I'm Brenna, and I am a dancer and the vocalist of FINIX.
I'm Rika, and in FINIX, I'm a dancer and a rapper.
I think it was really tremendous to see the girls' growth that we initially had. Rika and Thea had been with us from day one and had both grown tremendously in both their confidence, but as dancers and leaders and as team members. And Brenna, who came on with us after, also started working very nicely into that dynamic.
It's having like sisters, not by blood, but in passion and by hearts.
It's fun to have someone that relate to everyone.
Yeah, and once we like got together, we like just instantly click.
There are times when we can clash, but the unforgettable part is how we mend those.
We know what we have now, and we know kind of what the group is, and we have kind of this core foundation of like what we think the group can grow into. Where do we take the group from here?
So far, we've lost 2 members. We had a 4-member lineup, and then we lost 1 girl. And then another 4-member lineup, and then we lost another girl, and now there's 3 of us just patiently waiting for the new ones.
When you look at kind of our first 3 members, I think that as they've been through so much, they've had this resiliency that, you know, that a lot of the K-pop idols have to have. So in this next round that you're about to see, the girls are going to be entering an intensive training program. And for most of them, this was the first time that they've ever been through something like this.
First and foremost, again, congratulations on making it to this point.
It started out and we received thousands of initial auditions and applications. From there, it got scaled down by our staff to roughly around 360. And then Lucas and I went through all 360 of those and then picked individuals that we thought we would like to see in like a live setting or a live audition, because obviously audition tapes only tell so much of a story. Got to see more of like their personality and their character and what they really brought to the table, because you can be super, super talented, and if you can't perform it or you can't, you know, be on in front of an audience, it doesn't really matter how good you are. For the direction and the dynamics that the group was taking, we knew that we wanted a female coach, and we knew that we needed them to hit like certain categories of the type of dance in order to get our girls there. And they had to have the right attitude to really kind of display the characteristics that the label also holds true to itself. We're so excited to find Coach Ren, and that she was like, yes, I really want to be part of this project.
It's a battle of mental, physical, emotional aspect.
Look at this! Look at this! I look like Heidelin Diaz.
So we always knew that the first day was going to be about setting the tone and really establishing expectations.
The training I gave them, it was really intense already because I don't have the luxury of time to start from the very basics.
4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Then from here, we go 1, step right, 1, 2, push, 3, and shake, up, down, and then we go brush your right leg, forward.
I want someone who's 100% dedicated.
We want someone who has the skills that we are not the strongest at or that we don't have in order to solidify the group.
We really wanted to put a focus on the dance and making sure that all the members carried X amount of weight in the dance category.
Up, 2, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and just up.
I'm no dancer. I only sing, this is actually the first time I'm dancing, so I'm having a struggle.
If I were in their place, I will be really pressured.
A bit nervous because I can see a lot of talents.
Some of them are really good already in dancing, but of course, still needs to be trained properly.
It was interesting to see even some of them get put to the test throughout this because it is a completely different story when you're doing something that's putting so much stress on your entire body.
Good luck to me. Fighting!
I just wanna let them know that if they don't get the dance right there and then, it's not the end of their world. It's not over until we say it's over.
When we announced the girl group auditions, we did not say that it was for FINIX. We just said that they were girl group auditions. We really didn't know on day one of the training camp what the response was going to be when they finally found out.
I'm a very pretty little risky baddie. 모든 절대로 되라지. Catch me if you can. Very 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니. Catch me if you can. Nothing with the regulars. 내 뒤에는 blue blood runs. 더 솔직하게 말해줘. 착한 척은 지겨워. 우리 앞선 룰이 의미 없었어 굳이. 유행이 돌고 돌아도 난 그 틀에 없어 이미. I wanna break, I wanna kick, 뛰어놀래 시끄럽게 따제로 매려 수많은 뼈지 위에도 빛을 발하지. 답답한 건 벗어 던져. 고개 숙일 필요 없어. I'm a baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 뭐든 될 대로 되라지. Catch me if you can. Baddie, 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니. Catch me if you can. 나는 앞서 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니. Catch me if you can.
Can we have a moment?
This is a group that was actually our first ever project from before we even got here. We started this and started recruiting for this back before we moved here, and we were in the US, and we started building the concept back then. And the group underwent a lot of changes and challenges along the way. There's a lot of uncertainties, and there's also a lot of people that once they get into training, they discover that this isn't for them. I'm gonna be a superstar and I'm gonna be an idol, and they don't realize really all the things that you give up in order to achieve that life, and then how much work and dedication it's really going to take. We had initially set out with the group to be a 4-member girl group very, very early on in the process. There was a whole changeover of that first lineup.
For me, actually, when I got in here as a member, I was the second to the youngest, but now I'm the oldest of the group, and it's such a
Can we have a moment, please?
Sorry. I got here very confident because I have 2 ates to look up. I was so sure that I have 2 other girls that will guide me throughout the training and everything. And now I'm the oldest and I am the one who's responsible for this too. This is the first time that I'm saying this out loud because I'm supposed to be the strong one in our group because I'm the ate.
We really appreciate her trying to be the ate, but we don't show that she can also rely on us. I was brought on as a replacement. Since that day that I became part of FINIX, I've always felt like I have to prove myself to the group. Up to this day, I'm still constantly trying to prove myself.
Our whole point of this group was to make sure that they were going to make a good team at the end of the group. Thea really started sticking out, and did also when we first recruited her, as kind of this all-arounder who just had this obscene amount of talent at such a young age. Thea had already kind of risen to the top in terms of somebody that you could really build a group around.
Ever since I was a kid, I've gone to countless auditions and with hopes that I could do my dreams, and I didn't get in for pretty much all of it. But now, as I'm telling this story, that means that there is progress and that I'm steps closer to what I've always dreamed of doing.
I was a child actress.
Dal-dal pa naman ako. No one can know about my job here.
I won as a dancer in a reality show, and then I think that's kickstarted my career as a child actress, because after that I was brought into going bulilit. I realized that I was into music, so I started learning instruments and then writing songs. Being an idol is honestly not for soft-hearted people. You need to be tough, you need to be strong.
I remember being so I need this, I want this. Just tell me to go there and I will. And I remember he asked me to if I ask you to go here, when can you go? And I told him that I can go tomorrow. The thought of giving up is as of now, is a no for me. Nothing is in there with the thoughts of giving up, because in the group, I'm known for being the positive one. I'm known for being the jolly one and the one who lifts the others. Which is, I try to make that happen.
We knew that the talent was here, but when you start creating a pop group, it's very different, because especially a P-pop group, it's not good enough to just have good vocals. Those vocals have to blend.
When I think of the future of FINIX, I think of it as revolutionary, because we don't just want to break barriers, we want to create our own. Our songs, our music, our lyrics, we are not afraid to actually talk about and tackle issues that concern us, especially women. We know that everything that we show to the public, who we are, matters and is going to make a difference.
We weren't looking to go out there and be like, okay, this person won this talent show and this person's the best singer here and this person's the best here. Instead, what we wanted was we wanted people that had a good mentality for building a team, for being on a team, and who could be a leader when they needed to and step back when they didn't. I think that that's really the first thing that we were looking for.
I want girls who are strong and has this mindset of like, no matter what happened, we're gonna stay and we're gonna stay true to our passion and we're gonna love each other.
I think we all want someone who would stand for the group because that's what we do for each other right now.
They had to possess passion and dedication and charisma to become true idols. It was so much more than having just those three traits. They really had to be able to work as a team. They had to be able to be good leaders and know when to lead and know when to follow. They really needed to know how to adapt quickly. And I think that in this business that's so fast-paced and fast-moving, that's really kind of the thing that catches a lot of people off guard when they get into it. It's like, it's how fast-paced it really is.
When you lose your passion, your fire, just learn how to find it and always hold on to it because that's the only thing that would keep you going.
I knew that if it wasn't gonna be this, if it was gonna be the other way, I wouldn't be happy.
This time I'm gonna choose me. I'm gonna choose myself first. I believe that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This time we're choosing ourselves.
To my future self, I'm really proud of you, and I know that you're still doing what you love, and I hope that you let yourself be happy.
I hope you don't lose your passion because I know that that's one thing that makes you very happy, and I hope you're proud of you.
So much more than a reality show as we've been creating it. It's been an awesome platform for us to not only discover and nurture kind of the next generation of P-pop talent and P-pop stars. It has taken a long process to be able to find just a few individuals that really fit that mold and criteria of what we were looking for.
I'm pushing myself, but at the same time, I'm too tired.
I was expecting it already that it's gonna be that hard, but I didn't know it was that hard. So
At some point, I will hurt some feelings by being honest with what I see through their trainings.
We had a second lineup from online auditions, and that one fared a little bit better. And then through that, we ended up finding some tremendous candidates and trainees that we continued to train and basically built the group around them.
Others that they know that they're good enough are a bit complacent.
Multiple of the girls had broken NDAs.
After the audition, these girls are about to enter an intensive training phase where they'll face new challenges at every step. In this next stage, they'll be judged based on key criteria: vocals, dance, artistry, leadership and teamwork, professionalism, and of course, the elusive X Factor. Each one of these areas will push them to grow and prove they have what it takes to stand out.
The N for N. The head boy in his mind.
And those were really the categories that we're judging them in. Obviously for vocals, there's a split in there because some people came in as vocalists and some people came in as rappers, and then some people did both. So they're really kind of judged on what we needed for the group, and then also then their subcategories as well.
Only the best will make it through. Let's see who rises to the top.
This is our reality show that is going to document our process of finding the ultimate girl group here in the Philippines. We're happy for you to be on this ride with us. The show was all shot months and months and months before it's actually out.
it's a better chance for Filipino girls to showcase what they have and be real and not have that whitewashed thing. The whole package, that would be really great for the world to see that.
Kakaiba talaga siya, but it's fun and it's a refresher for me because I usually just, teach in dance classes or in schools, companies like that, but not like this, that I will have to train girls from different places, girls with different talents, girls with different skills. Like some are very good in singing and some are very good in dancing. So it's like a mix of talents.
Ready? Listen to the music. And please count on your own. 5 and 6 and 7, up! 1, 2, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and a tap, boom, up.
I'm not expecting them to be in their 100%. The pressure is really high. You're auditioning and you don't know what's in store for you in the future. You don't know what will happen.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, pose, 2, pose, 3, pose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 and 4 and 5. Dagdag, ta, ta.
You just continue to adapt and you keep the ones that are doing well, and then we bring in more members and we continue down that process as we train and we grow, because we have to wait until the artists are cultivated enough and good enough to say, okay, now we're starting to look at launch schedules and launch dates because we know that we have the individuals.
Merong magagaling, merong okay lang, needs more training, pero it's good to see that there are really good, talented girls.
6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and a 6 and 7, 8.
I think the most talented person is Tiff. She's good at dancing.
Tak! Tak! Melt! Taraw!
Tiff! Flexible na flexible kahit stiff yung name.
6, 7, 8.
How can it be you and me? Might be meant to be, come and see it. But I don't wanna cross those scenes. I'm usually so unproblematic.
It's a different push for others. Others that they know that they're good enough are a bit complacent. But I guess we'll know because every evaluation is, they didn't know what will gonna happen next. So I think every evaluation should be important for them. Every run that they do should be very important.
I'm so happy actually because I can see that they are very talented, and since I am seeing that they are very talented, I know that I can learn from them and I know that I can improve.
Most challenging for me, I think this one, because as I've said, I'm struggling because I came from the evaluations. But yeah, hopefully I get the choreography as soon as possible.
When you bring people together and you're kind of like seeing them size each other up and, kind of figuring out their place in all of this and not really even understanding at what kind of competition this is really going to be or what kind of training camp this is going to be, because for most of them, they've never done anything even remotely like this before. So it's just kind of sometimes just sitting back and just being a watcher and a viewer and a bystander and kind of watching them interact was really, really interesting part of the process to get to know them.
It's my first time and I've never been in like this before as a trainee. My heart was beating so fast. I'm fighting and that's why I'm here. I'm here for a purpose.
Or I kept overthinking that I won't be able to do this or do that. And then I lost something. So it was all coming to me that when we did our runs, I couldn't remember the steps anymore. But then I told myself that I'm in this because I wanted it, so I cannot let these emotions get the best of me. So I tried to practice and practice. I practiced with the other girls until I was able to get the choreo. And then it still kind of hurts sometimes, but I can't control that. But then again, I have to do this because I want to do this. And even if there's pain, if I'm dancing, I just become happy all of a sudden.
It's been a while since I've done conditioning because I've been teaching for some time now. I know what to expect. So I think that's one of the advantages of this, of my background. I expected it to be hard because I think For improvement, it has to be challenging. It has to really push.
Hindi naman po kasi ako talaga nagda-dance classes. Like, this is really my first time na tinuturuan ng someone na choreographer or like professional dancer. So, yun. I really thought that this is an opportunity I wouldn't pass.
Of course po, tomorrow I'll still try my best. And I'll just keep doing my best. And yun po, kung ano man yung maging resulta, I'm fine with that. Kasi alam ko naman pong ginawa ko yung best ko.
I mean, before they can even laugh at you, show them what you got. Show them what you can do. Show them that you can do better. Show them that they're wrong in the first place. And they shouldn't just judge you with that just one mistake.
Oh, grabe, confident ako sa sarili ko. Ay, kakayanin ko to. Go! Pero ano, talaga, natulog po ako. Lord, ikaw na bahala bukas. Ano po talaga siya, sobrang nakakapagod po. Pero yun, for our dreams, you know, go! Charis.
You know, one of the things that obviously is very, very important during these early on times is privacy and being able to maintain like an aspect of secrecy. And it's because these groups and these concepts, you know, they're in development. For this group has been in development for nearly 2 years. So it came to our attention right before the training round, the first training camp, that multiple of the girls had broken NDAs.
You all signed NDAs when you first came in, right? These NDAs were so strict that they even said you couldn't talk about things with like your parents, your relatives, your friends, your families, things like that.
And I think that for some of it, it was definitely kind of like, oops, we didn't know. But there were some of them that were pretty egregious and that we had to take on. We had to talk about within that first day. And that's a tough thing to have to crack.
Now, we have found out in the last couple of days since we actually sent your stuff is that multiple members have actually broken it.
Multiple of the girls had broken NDAs.
I had like a mental breakdown.
I was really frustrated.